Hey there. So this is Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. Now, I know this won't be coming out till after the NDA is gone, but I figured I'd just get some of my impressions down on film. This is the third test of Phase 1 of the beta, meaning it's just the server stress test. There's a lot of restrictions placed on content, what is and what is accessible. I believe the level cap's down to 35 for the duration of the test. I just wanted to get my impressions down. I'm repeating myself. Oh, I was in the beta for the original Final Fantasy XIV, and the best I could say about the original Final Fantasy XIV is it was a very pretty game. But, and that but encompassed everything. Now I picked up the game finally once a whole bunch of the, when the changing of the guard happened. And a whole bunch of improvements came to the game, and it was a very playable game, and it was good to see effort going into it for the people who were still around. And I did manage to stick around long enough to keep to earn my legacy status. I didn't get very far. I got to like level 18. But yeah, a lot of things have changed. There's the levies aren't gone, but there's an entire big huge quest system, as you can see over here. There's actual quest logs. Let's see, J for journal or L for log? J for journal. Yeah, entire quest logs. And down here we've got crafting logs, gathering logs, challenges, little challenges to kill, you know, so many enemies, get bonus XP. There's just... I can see they brought in quite a few people for beta testing, which is the point of stress testing the server. Let's see. What else can we talk about? So before I was able to say it's a very pretty game, but that but is a lot smaller now. I mean, yes, it's drawing some things from other, you know, successful MMOs, the quest logs, the inventory system. The inventory system's a real inventory system now. See, I, C. I for inventory, C for character. You drag, and you drop. Rather than having to go through that whole rigmarole that you did before. Which, yeah, it worked like a menu system, like a, I shouldn't find that funny, but I do. That right there. But, combat is a lot less, wonky than it used to be. It's a bit quicker. There's still not really a queue of sorts. So, you know, spellcaster's got to be kind of on the ball once that global cooldown starts. So you can, I mash it there and I still have to hit it again. So the queue's a little, you know, there's not like that half seconds like in WoW when you just hit it and you're going to do it because you're close enough. But combat's a lot quicker. The ability to jump has been added. Half the damn engine's been rebuilt, so everything is working fairly well. I look like a red mage. And so far the abilities are the same. I did play a conjurer slightly, you know, when I wasn't... I had one character because they had that antiquated FF11 system where, you know, extra characters cost you $1 more. And since you could change classes on the fly, it didn't really matter. So I had the one character, it was an archer going for bard, and I ended up being a conjurer for most of the time since I think the requirements require half 15 conjurer, 30 bard or something like that. But yeah, cleric stance is still cleric stance. Arrow is still arrow, stone is still stone. I haven't, I'm level 8, as you can see, so that doesn't really, you know. So yeah, that global cooldown, that's... Oh, I got interrupted. Yeah, that's still around, that's still a thing. Being a caster is still slightly annoying. Item found, I didn't notice that before. I played in the second Phase 1 test, but not the first. What the hell is that? I don't know, but it's aggro. Let's keep over here for a bit. Kill some bog Yarzans. To me, it just feels like, oh, invisible wall. Now I'm annoyed. Oh well. It's only in the... Okay. So yeah, they don't want us to go in the water at that point. So there's still some invisible walls, like before when you couldn't jump, but hey. They did their best with what they had. And what they had was kind of crap. So this is an impossible improvement, honestly. So you can make the argument that they're just copy-pasting a whole bunch of concepts from other MMOs. Other, you know, reasonably sick... You're a creature, aren't you? I was wondering why that tree was moving. That thing is kind of cool looking. But you can make the argument they're just copy-pasting a bunch of, you know, concepts from other MMOs, but honestly, they've become standard. It's not stealing anymore, it's meeting a standard. Standard that people expect. I should be able to jump. I should be able to track my quests, track my recipes. It's conveniences that we are used to. And honestly, I'm very enjoying all the improvements. It's a nice blend of what we're used to and what we've come to expect from the MMOs in this franchise. I mean, there's still some slow-paced things here and there, like, you know, the gathering quests. Your character stops, goes through through a full animation of stopping, picking something up. It's not hurt. You can't see the gesture I make when I go hurt, but, you know. Okay, we're gonna kill another water sprite. There's that symbol there on that bog Yarzan. That means he's a quest mod, which is very convenient. He'll show up on the mini-map, too. Which is a lot better than... I didn't even need to cast my dot tool. I got a water shard. So yeah, shards are still around. I don't remember what they're... I haven't gotten into crafting yet this time around. But I'm going to assume not much happened with crafting in general, other than maybe an improvement to the logs. You know, the recipe books. And draw and sheath weapon is still around, but it's not a requirement. There's even there's an option in the settings to determine how long after fighting something that you automatically resheath your weapon. And entering combat, it's like, you know, as an archer, I never had that problem, where I'd have to unsheath my weapon before I would walk up to something and just get my ass kicked for 5 seconds because I couldn't figure out why I couldn't attack because I didn't have my weapon out. Our archers didn't seem to have that problem, but nobody seems to have that problem this time. Because see, you just hit the button, your weapon comes out. I'm gonna go see if that works with auto swing. Yeah, auto swing does that too. I got interrupted at the last second there, didn't I? Quest updates work about that way. And so far we only have access to Gridania of the 3 main cities from before. No Limsa Limensa yet, no... what was it? Uldar? Ul'Dun? I'm probably thinking of completely the wrong thing. And I have no experience with partying yet, so I have no idea if that's better or worse. One would assume better. Oh, sprint. It's great. If your TP's full, works for 20 seconds, and then your TP just recharges right back up even while you're using it. Everything's pretty great with that. I know we mount. I think the surviving old characters will keep that goofy little, like, weird. I don't know how to describe it, but I never got one. I didn't play that much. Let me up. Jump! Fine. There we go. Yes, everything looks pretty, there's people running around. Chats are pretty busy. Quests are clearly marked. Quest targets are clearly marked. You can click on an objective to see it on the map. The map is greatly improved. See how quick that is? I mean, yeah, I still have to go explore and uncover the map, but, you know, the way everything just works a lot better than it used to. And you can just, bam, look at map of Gridania, zoom that out. Everything's clearly marked. In Gridania, I don't remember, I'm pretty sure you had to do a unlock quest to use all the little nodes inside Gridania. Gridania's been split into two. I don't remember if it was before or not, it's been a while. But, yeah, the little nodes, I remember them being locked somehow. And they're just right from the start. You can just, bam, just hit all the nodes. Travel no longer relies on anima. If you're within a town, you travel within town for no cost. If you travel from node to node, it costs money rather than anima. With the, throw in an excuse of, well, we need to feed the people that take care of the crystals, which I'm perfectly willing to accept. The further you go, the more money you spend. Just like flight pass. Let's see. Over here we've got a Fate, which is effectively a PQ. Like in Rift or... Where's the damn target? Well, okay, apparently this Fate is over. All these people just swarmed and just destroyed it. I keep seeing names similar to somebody that I know. And realize it's not them. Yeah, everything works well. I don't have my settings up that high. I'm actually on windowed right now. Portal is windowed. So excuse me if the resolution's a little funky. And the translator's back. The translator's still here. Either way. What is that? Oh, yeah. That's my quest objective. Look at that, a whole bunch of people dressed in noob gear like me. Imagine that. I don't really know what else to say. I think I've covered most everything I want to. New Gridania is this way. Oh, another thing. Once you collect all the little nodes within the city, it unlocks the ability to use the big one in the city to teleport straight to the outside of the city. Which is nifty at low levels. I'm sure it's useless later, but it's still nifty. Bags seem to auto-sort. Like 1 is gear, 2 is, I don't know, 3 is consumables, and 4 is crafting. I have not moved those at all. And quest items go in their own bags, so there's no worries about that. I assume the quest log would stop you before the quest bag would get full. And everything... I don't know how stat points work anymore. Where does it see? Yeah, there's still a button for stat points. But I'm not sure how they work anymore. I don't know if any of the corresponding stats still work for their respective classes, you know, like Archer being Dex and Piety. They might be Dex and Strength now, I have no clue. And a currency tab would imply that there's more than one currency, you know, tokens. Lancer, Archer, Botanist. Let's see. Teleport. There's a teleport button down here. Your Hearthstone, you get a teleport that's return. So, like, say, I could return to New Gridania right now. And teleporting from anywhere is 15-minute cooldown. You can put jump on your hotbar, which is kind of pointless. Passives, actives, and I'm sure you can mix and match like you used to be able to. And I'm sure the jobs still have the restrictions on what you can mix and match. I may or may not find out by the end of the beta. There may or may not be another video like this, and you definitely won't see this until after the NDA. But, like I said, my impressions, recorded for posterity. But, yeah, everything's smooth, it's not a perfect game. It's not going to be a perfect game. Nothing's going to be a perfect game. And load times seem, like zoning, load times seem pretty acceptable. Again, that could be due to my graphics options being, you know, not that high right now, but it's still a pretty good looking game. Even with my options turned down. And then things are going to seem stiff right now, because they actually haven't added certain character animations, they haven't added certain voiceovers, they haven't added a lot of things. They're testing, you know, not in the style of a lot of, you know, like a lot of the free-to-play MMOs. They'll send out a beta, and it'll basically just be, hey, get to level 20 before everybody else. No, they're actually doing, you know, I wouldn't call it, yeah, I wouldn't go so far as to say intelligent testing, but they're doing structured testing. Not much like the very first alpha and beta for 14.1.0. So yeah, I have high hopes, and I'm gonna stop wasting my time. Not wasting my time, I'm talking to you, it's not a waste of time. None of you are a waste of time. I love you all. No homo. So anyway, I'm going to put the rest of my time to use, because it's structured. This will be going down, and then will be coming up, you know, a week later. So they can figure out, you know, how to fix the server, because they've already had it crash, you know, once this time and once 2 tests ago. Which I think the excuse they came up with was there was an ability that lets you, like, for a quest or something, temporarily boost yourself to level 15. And rather than treating it as a buff modifying stats, the server, or the game would treat it as ding, 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 ding. And 1,000 people doing that at once kind of, yeah. So apparently that was the problem, because they just shut that off. And, everything is running. All the servers came back up one by one. I was at work when that happened, so I didn't have to experience it. Yeah. I haven't gotten to see whether in-rooms work. Apparently I haven't done the quest to get a room at the inn. I haven't done the quest to get a... Oh, well, let's... Okay, one more thing. Sprint. I haven't got a quest to get a retainer yet either, which is basically a character bank. Alright. Ethernet. I'm going to... I think the amphitheater's closest. Okay, where am I? I should have gone to the Lancers Guild. Whatever, I got sprint. Which is actually kind of hard remembering that you have that if you played the old version of the game. I mean, I'm sure there were abilities that improved your movement speed, but... yeah, keep going this way. That one would have worked too. Which one is this? Leatherworkers Guild. That's what that one is. But the bazaar system in 14 was much like 11's, but they didn't have a corresponding auction house to go with it. So they eventually added the retainers, which you could just drop in a room and have a person search. There was an NPC that would search through all of the retainers, you know, that everybody put out as possessions, and now it's just a board. Like, I can search for level 8 or lower gladiator swords. And bam, nobody's selling any. Whatever. Let's look for conjurer arms. Level 13 and below. Hey look, there's a whole bunch. And you can take a look. That's new right there, that screen there, or the pop-up there. It looks a lot better than the old way. But it shows you, you know, obvious and definite upgrades. It doesn't, you know, show the bonuses as being upgrades or not, but it's, you know, they're not going to hand you everything. But yeah, I think I have one of these on me. No, I don't. No, I've got one of these on me. So yeah. But yeah, and you can do the same for armor, shields. It's much less, the old menu was, kinda unwieldy. It's like, okay, do I wear the light pants, or the medium pants, or the ring pants, or the leather pants, or an R pants armor, or R pants not heavy armor, or... Why am I making such a big deal of pants? I don't know, because I read too much Mac Hall. So yeah, auction system works. Shows you how many are there. Shows you who's selling it. I think. I didn't actually check that. Well, let's just sprint back there and find out. I'm not wasting too many people's time. Talkie. Alright, what were we looking for? Conjurer's Arms, level... Who cares to... Who cares? Maple Wand. There are 10 Maple Wands being sold by people's retainers for about 140 to 250. I have no idea what that symbol is. Not really, I have no idea what that symbol is. It appears to be better than the others, though. So apparently that means better. Like, a +1. There was +1s before, wasn't there? I swear I saw +1s. Anyway, it'll probably be like 3 months before anybody sees this, so, I'll talk to you then, and, thanks for listening. Bye.